Welcome to Real Time with Florida Sportsman. This week, we're tarpon fishing on the beaches of Stuart. It's time to find the shortest route to the hottest bite. We scan Florida Sportsman's regional forums for the best fishing reports, then travel to make real anglers our local guides.
Give me some of that!
Together, we let you in on secret spots and hometown moves.
That's what I'm talking about!
Oh yeah, she's done for now.
This week, we're in my home waters of Stuart, and we've timed it just perfectly for the migration of tarpon on the beach.
Oh, that's a nice, pretty fish.
Since we're in Stuart, you know we'd have to snook fish too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Great fish. All coming up on Real Time Florida Sportsman. I met up with this week's guest host, Andy Tasker, Captain Andy, on the southeast section of the Florida Sportsman Forum here in Stuart. Now, this is my home waters, my backyard. I have my finger on the pulse of what's going on, but Andy does too. And you know, this is a great time of the year to be fishing these waters. The diversity in this area is absolutely incredible. You know, every year there's a small opportunity in this area to target these tarpon when they're on the beaches. Now, these fish are in massive schools of minnows. It's such a neat time because you can fish from the beach or by boat, and that was our plan today, was to target these fish. You know, the bite's actually been a little better early in the morning, so we launched the Triton while it was still dark and got to the St. Lucie Inlet. You know, getting to the mouth of the St. Lucie Inlet, one thing came clear to me real quickly, is that today was going to be the day. There was fish blowing up everywhere around us. All right, Andy, we just rolled out here out of the St. Lucie Inlet. This place is going off. There's tarpon blowing up. What do you think? What do you got planned for us?
We're going to go try with a gulp jig right now, pitch it out, bring it on the surface, drop it down, jig it around, see what's hitting. Hopefully we can hook up onto one of these guys.
Man, there are tarpon blowing up everywhere. What's holding these fish here?
We got an anchovy run going on. They're going over, eating these little minnows. People also call them silver sides.
So they're just loaded in the bait.
Loaded in here, pushing out from incoming current.
There he is. Oh, big fish, big fish. I slowed my retrieve down. I'm using this 5-inch gulp jerk shad, man. She just pounced on it. Sun's not even up. It's like 6:20 in the morning. You've been on them, you told me for weeks, you know, these minnows have been here. This is my home waters too. And we've just had this phenomenon this year, every so many years, right? We get these minnows.
Yeah, we get the minnows that come on in. We didn't have a really good one to my knowledge since 6 years ago. The newspaper said everybody was so many people were here that we were outnumbering the people in Sebastian Pier and a bunch of everybody. Yeah, everybody was coming up all over.
There's not many places you can get tarpon from shorebound. When these minnows show up, it happens. It doesn't happen often, and it doesn't happen for a long period of time, but when it does, it's pretty neat to see. But we have these fish in the inlet right now, and they're just gonna wash in and out of these inlets at night. And we just happen to be on them right at the right time. And literally, you can be there 30 minutes later, and you won't even see them. I don't want to put too much pressure on this fish. You know, I'm just using 30-pound spider wire ultra cast and Visibraid. I got this new spin fisher from Penn V 5500 series. The rod and reel, this new regiment. I'm telling you what, we can put some heat to them, but you really want to just take it easy. Use some finger pressure. We got the detached jetty of St. Lucie Inlet in the background, probably one of the premier snook spots in the summer. And I got a tarpon on. First fish in the morning, I tell you, we hooked one that is full grown. Sun's coming up, beautiful morning. I can't think of a better way to start the day.
I hope they're still biting back there. Come on, George.
Get this fish in. We're never happy with the one that's on the line. We always want another. There she comes. Slow down. Paparazzi!
Gulp air she goes.
So what else do you think we can catch? Because you know what, after this one, I think I'm done with the tarpon.
Well, we can always go for snook. We can always go for bonita.
Bonita doesn't sound any better.
Well,
Snook sounds good. Short fights.
she's gonna come up and she launched up there. That wasn't just like a lazy roll.
That was a
that
half
was like
jump. That was a half jump. This fish just does not have quit in it.
This segment is brought to you by Spider Wire. Nothing gets away.
Spider Wire Ultra Cast, the strongest, thinnest, most sensitive line for the most aggressive anglers. Made with Dyneema, the world's strongest fibers. Enhanced casting and special color lock technology won't fade or rub off. Teflon pressure treated to shoot through your guides like a bullet. Its unique microfiber construction won't cut guides and resist digging in on reels. Wide range of sizes up to 250 pounds and multiple colors. Look for it at your local tackle shop.
How you doing up there, George?
It was dark when I started. I think it's gonna be dark when I finish.
I'm resting my back while he breaks his back. Here comes the jump. Oh yeah, she's done for now. That just killed her energy.
She's not done. God, not a long fish, but a fat fish. That gulp is still hanging out of her mouth.
Get.
Real time, baby. Look at that fish. Got her?
I don't know if she got me. Look at that thick body. I mean, it's not a long fish, but that's a thick fish.
Look at this gulp right here in the corner of the mouth. Look at that. It held up. 60-pound fluoro. Oh my good.
Way to
So
go.
that's what you've been getting them on the white?
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
That held
It
up.
held up. The gulp's even still on. On the artificial. Yeah, definitely
Look
hit by a
at that
shark.
body, man. Look at that. I'm not
At
trying to
some
lift her up.
point, that is a fat. Can we roll her? Just see her back? How fat she is? Not long. Probably a female. Get her head in the water. Oh,
That sounds
what
awesome.
a sound. Woo! Man,
All
what a
right.
great fish, finally.
Oh man, that fish was thick.
Man, first thing in the morning, I don't think I was ready for that. After we caught that tarpon, we headed back into the beach, and it's clear why these fish were in here. These schools of minnows are massive. Now you can really see what those tarpon were in this morning. These are those minnows that you're talking about, Andy, right?
Yep, these are the glass minnows, silver sards, anchovies.
Tons of birds, easy to find them. They actually blacken the water out, and this is what those tarpon are feeding on.
We have tarpon, big line of tarpon that's going up this beach.
Crystal clear water, man. You can just see them going through the minnows here. We're seeing tarpon everywhere. We're just not getting the bite though. So we take the opportunity, get the cast net out, cast net some pilchards, and decide we're gonna go snook fish for a little bit and wait for this tarpon bite to turn back on. We made the move, we're sitting in the inlet now. We're gonna target some snook. I threw the net, we can load it up on pilchards. They should be eating these.
Yes, they should be.
They just load up on these rocks in the summertime. These are spawning fish. You know, it's probably one of the best places in Florida to target snook. Catch and release this time of the year, but it's a great fishery. You know, Stuart, known as sailfish capital of the world, probably should be renamed as the snook capital of the world. In the summertime, all these fish pour out to the inlets and they spawn, and it's a great fishery, a great catch and release fishery. You know, Andy live baits these fish, and that's probably one of the best ways to do it, especially when the sun is up. Low light conditions, you're okay throwing gulps and stuff like that, but midday, you really need to break out the live bait. You know, it's a pretty simple setup that Andy uses. You know, we're just fishing these pilchards on trocar hooks, strand 40 to 50 pound fluorocarbon leader. a 30 to 50 pound braid, just free lining these pilchards out there. And really what mistake you don't want to make is using tackle that is too light. These are spawning fish. You want to get them in quickly so you get a nice safe release.
Yeah.
Oh, little male.
Little male, still counts.
They can fight. This is not a giant for our area. I tell you, they can pull. Probably a keeper fish in season when season opens up.
He's a slot size snook.
When you consider that a small one,
That's a baby. That's a baby
catch
size
him a lot
snook.
bigger than that, don't you, Andy?
He's a lockjaw one. Nice, pretty snook, George.
What a great fish. Tarpon, Snook. Hard to beat this area.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it.
Nice fat
Such
fish.
a diverse fishing area. It's got me by the tail.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti Coolers. Wildly stronger, keeps ice longer.
I'm on the water more days than not. A cooler is just as important to me as any other piece of equipment on the boat. In Florida's harsh environment, I need a cooler that's built to last. Yeti coolers are rotationally molded, which makes them virtually indestructible. T-Rex lid latches are the same latches used on ATVs. One-piece seamless construction provides long-lasting durability. Yetis feature never-fail hinge systems, double hull handles, and vortex drain systems. Thicker cooler walls mean more cold-containing insulation. Yeti lids have 3 inches of insulation because that's where it's needed most. And Yeti coolers don't just close, they seal. Yeti coolers are built to take the rugged abuse from the way we work and play. Unlike ordinary coolers, which are typically disposable, the Yeti is built to last. Yeti, wildly stronger, keeps ice longer.
I tell you what, this is probably the best snook fishery in the whole state of Florida, and especially in the summer. All these fish just pile out here in the inlet, spawning. June, July, and August, it's a no-brainer to come out here and catch a couple snook.
Just a couple live baits, bring them out, you're gonna catch some snook.
How long have you been fishing this area?
Forever, like 15 years. Grandparents always lived down here. I always come down, fish all the time when I was a child. There we go.
Haha, yeah! Stuart snook. Good size? Hard to tell, right?
Yeah, especially in that current.
Let's see if we can double up.
I only got 50-pound leader on them, worry. They just dig their head in that current.
Oh yeah, good fish. We have a hard time resisting that live pilchard. See, that's a little bit bigger. That's what we're used to in Stuart. Big old bucket mouth.
Nice, clean, pretty, healthy snook.
Holy!
Oh, tail pretty beat up. That's what I'm talking about.
Well done. Great fish. Big fat female spawning in here.
Let's get another one, George. They're all lined up right below us.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah, baby. Oh, this one has some girth to it.
Oh, I had one come up and chase mine too.
I saw yours come up. I saw 3 fish come up to
Oh,
yours.
you poached my fish.
Reels do really great.
Really put it to them on that setup there. And you know what? You want to do that in the summertime. You don't want to come out here with this super light tackle and have long battles with these fish. Remember, they're spawning fish. Nice quick battles, getting them in. And that's probably a top side slot, maybe a little over slot fish right there. Oh yeah.
All right.
That's Stuart snook. That's an average summertime snook right there. Fat female. Just a great fighting fish. Let's get another one.
All righty. Sounds good to me. I can't argue.
You know, that snook bite is absolutely incredible. We released some really nice fish. Andy said that later bite for the tarpon though can be really good. We decided to head down the beach and see if they're feeding.
Oh, there's the cast.
Right in them.
Oh, must have been a blue runner. Oh man, it's gonna go off. Look at it. That's what I've been waiting for.
You know, I think the coolest thing about this is Andy's technique, his utilization of the Berkeley Gulp jerk shad. I fished for big tarpon for a long time and honestly never really think about using artificials. We use a lot of live bait in this area, but he's got it dialed in. These 5-inch Berkeley Gulp jerk shads on a jig head, just slow swimming them. He's onto something.
Andy, you were saying that you've tried all different kinds of baits out here, and you're finding that these 5-inch pearl white gulp jerk shads are really what's working the best, and outperforming even the live bait. Sounds like a commercial, but you're saying it's true.
It's true, it's hard to believe. I mean, people are coming out with live pilchards, greenies, mullet, and they're not doing any look. These fish are only hungry for small fish right now. What you see right now is they're blasting those minnows, but it's really weird.
Where do I want to fish? The school bait, or do I want to fish on the outside?
I never pitch it in the bait, but that's from land. I always pitch it from this way. You'd want to pitch it into the bait and bring it out. Oh!
He's still on you, he's still on you. There he goes, jerk it.
Oh! Oh!
Almost got the take right next to the boat.
Followed me the whole way up. What I do if I'm on land, I pitch the angle right on the corner of the pods. Sometimes they just like to stay on the sides, left and rights, and they just swim back and forth. I've seen them when they got up close before, when I was diving, and I studied them. And they go over and they swim back and left and right in the front, and they come around the corners and they just slam them.
See him?
There he is.
Fish on! He doesn't even know he's hooked yet. Here he comes. Nice!
Gulp, baby.
Haha, good job.
Oh man, it's a big fish. Give us a jump. Here he goes. Oh!
Bow to the Silver King!
He threw it. I didn't have a good hook job, but that's the best part, just jumping them and throwing them up in the air. Oh, you gotta love it.
You didn't have to do all the work.
Hey,
Jump chairs right next to the boat.
you have all that fun fighting them.
Sissy.
Let's go get them, they're turning on.
This segment is brought to you by Power Pole, swift, silent, secure.
Power pole, the shallow water anchor, has revolutionized the way I fish. Once I locate a school of fish, at the touch of a button I can swiftly stop my boat. Power pole silently deploys so you'll never spook the fish. Even in the toughest currents, I can count on my power pole securely holding me in place. It's completely changed the way I fish, and I can't imagine having a boat without a power pole. Swift, silent, and secure. Nothing stops you like a power pole.
Man, this is great. Battling no boats, no traffic. We're not sitting out here in a pack of 100 boats. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. We have this all to ourselves. How unbelievable is that?
Right there on that edge. Wait for this one. Come on. There he is. Yeah, baby. Oh, nice. Let me get it.
Woohoo! Silver King!
I'll get out of your way. Yeah, that's a beautiful sized fish.
Yeah, I can deal with this. This ain't like that giant from this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad this wasn't a giant. You know, there's some big ones in here, 150s. I mean, just some real slobs. This is a nice, manageable fish.
There comes the jump. Oh, that's a nice, pretty fish. No markings, no missing scales.
Not 100 pounds.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to roll her over every time she goes one way. I'm trying to roll her back. Keep her head up. Woo!
Oh, I thought she was gonna give a jump there.
She looks like she's wrapped around her gill or something. She just burned my fingers, boy.
Oh, that bait pod's pushing out even better now.
Here we go, Andy. Bring her to you.
Aight. Nope. All right, she went to the front. She's going to the front, dip lower. Got it?
Look at this. I got one on fighting them. They're right here next to the boat. They're all over the place. They're just big ones. Wondering what's going on with the little brother. Here he is. That's
We got leader touch.
Caught fish. We'll bring her back to you.
Alrighty.
Woo, baby! Nice.
Look at that gulp way in there.
Is it down in there?
It's down in there.
I'm flat out whooped.
Look at this gulp in here. That hook was not coming out.
Look at that. Still perfect. Who says you can't catch them on artificial?
You know, it's really important to revive these tarpon after a long battle. We really don't have the shark issues that they have on the other coast, but you want to make sure that these fish can swim away nice and healthy.
All right, let me just wait till she kicks. I don't hear her gulping for air. There she goes. She took a gulp of air right there.
And there she went. Nice healthy fish swimming away.
This bite is on fire. You know, I'm probably not even gonna be able to lift my arms tomorrow after all this pulling. You know, but as soon as I release that fish, Andy's onto one.
Jeez. There we go. Ah, she did a fake. Oh, there she goes. Perfect. It's all I want. Doesn't get any better than that. Stuart, Florida, tarpon fishing.
Andy lost that fish, but right away I hooked another one.
Just stuck another one. Are you kidding me? Oh, and there he went. My batting average was so good. Woo!
You know, the wind had started picking up and I didn't even want to catch another fish. My arms were shot. You know, Andy Tasker, Captain Andy in the southeast section of the Florida Sportsman Forum, has got this tarpon fishing dialed in, especially with these Berkeley Gulp jerk shads. And I tell you, this summertime snook fishery is incredible, second to none in the state. I'm glad I called Stuart my hometown, and it was a great day to be able to fish with Andy Tasker. It was because of his post I chose him, and I need your reports to continue because I may fish with you next on Real Time, Florida Sportsman.
Are you really sitting on your butt?
Dude, I just gotta take 2 seconds. They're just like wolves surrounding their prey.
Nice.
Fishing on the water every day, it's important to have clothing that's not only comfortable and practical, it needs to provide exceptional performance. Simms is an authentic fishing brand that offers technical fishing apparel, outerwear, footwear, and accessories to provide comfort in all conditions. Technical sportwear features UPF 30 or better for outstanding sun protection. Thoughtful designs incorporating lightweight, breathable fabrics, sun cuffs, and articulated sleeves offer extra sun protection and comfortable clothing. Attention to detail and fishing-focused designs offer exceptional performance on and off the water. Gore-Tex fabrics used in all rain jackets and shells for the best durability, in fresh and salt water, and guaranteed to keep you dry. Made by anglers for anglers. Simms, the choice of professional guides and anglers worldwide. Look for it at your local tackle store.